Welcome back, and today we're going to talk about the safety of the Philippines. Whether or not the Philippines is a safe place to vacation or to retire. And we have lots of interesting things to dive into today, so you won't want to miss it. But we appreciate you. Please like and subscribe to the show if you like it. And we're going to start this show talking about the safety of the Philippines. Now, the Philippines has over 7,000 islands, and there's lots of ocean, there's lots of water. So it makes the Philippines a rather diverse place to come and see, because you have to either take a boat or take a plane to visit a lot of these islands. And some islands are very small and you can't really visit. The Philippines is a pretty diverse place. And also the news travels to different countries like America, and they only pretty much sensationalize the bad things, like the typhoons or any kind of murders or kidnappings. It makes front page news. However, in the Philippines, it's pretty safe. It's a big country. There's lots of islands, like we mentioned, and there's lots of places. And you know, it's important to put yourself in a good position, right? And anywhere, you could be anywhere in the world. It's important to be safe, to put yourself in a good position, not put yourself in bad positions. You know, going out at night, going to bars, getting drunk, you know, having things that can go wrong. It's better to play it safe than play it sorry. But everywhere in the world has places that are undesirable, that are dangerous, that you just don't want to go visit. And the Philippines is no different. You know, there's places in the south in the Philippines especially. We had that kidnapping of Elliot Eastman recently that made the news everywhere. But you know, if you go to Chicago or New York, there's murders and killings every day and nobody even cares about it. However, one thing happens in the Philippines and it makes big news. But Elliot was in a very bad place. There was no foreigners there for many years, and you know, it was a possible love triangle situation. There was no ransom for him. So we don't know the story, right? But the thing is that he put himself in a bad position. And that's what I'm just trying to mention to you right now, is that in the Philippines, you got to stay in safe places, just like you have to stay in safe places anywhere in the world. I have to admit, the Philippine people are some of the nicest people on this planet called Earth. I mean, the people are good. You know, a lot of the people don't have a lot of money, but they are the salt of the earth. They are good people, and they're community oriented, and they're family oriented. And they stay together, you know, through the thick or thin. And the Filipinos are strong. We recently had the typhoons. And in the north of the Philippines, in Luzon and those areas, they had severe flooding. They had many deaths. And the people just are troopers, you know. It's very hard sometimes in the Philippines for the way of life, especially with all the typhoons and the wet season. It only lasts like 3 months, but it can be bad for those 3 months, like we're just seeing. But the people are strong, they're resilient. The Filipinos, you know, they dig themselves out of these typhoons after they're over with. They start rebuilding their houses. They're troopers. You know, in America, they're crying about, you know, getting only $750 for their typhoons and stuff. In the Philippines, the people get no money for any typhoons. They just have to pay for everything themselves, and they have to all work together as a community. And they don't complain, they don't go on the news crying, they just get it done. The next day they're rebuilding without a word, without any kind of press coverage or anything. They're just resilient kind of people. And that's what I respect and admire about the Filipino people.